Everyone, today I'm sharing with you how to use your fabric scrap to earn extra money that you can make in just a few minutes to have all three different hair bow, hair tie, whatever you call it. So I have it in here that 5 inches wide by 18 inches long. This piece that laying around and I have no use for it, so I'm gonna fold the right side face and end, two sides together. Go from the fold here half an inch, and then you do the same thing over here, half an inch, and then from this half an inch you go right up at the pointy, just like so. Same thing to here, half an inch going up. Now you go on to sew in here, going up a quarter up an inch here, sew all the way in the center here. You go on to leave about 2 inches open, so all the way down to here, leave this open, go to here, going all the way down. I also cut in here that 2 inches wide by 3 inches long. You go on to fold it, and so you can sew. So I'm gonna fold it in like this. This is so simple that everyone can do. A quarter up and in seam allowance, you're gonna sew this straight line. Everyone, after I sew these two, this one and then the small one, yeah, I'm gonna go and trim this. You have little fabric around, don't throw that out. If you have little kids at home, you can make this for them. Okay, on the side here where you left it open, let's just fold it before you turn it inside out to make it easier. So let's just do this, press on both sides. And now you're going to go and turn the right side out. This little thing right here, you don't need to do much. You can just put pencil or marker or whatever. You don't need to cut this extra if you don't want to. And then from here, you're gonna press this down. And then you're going to iron this. You don't need to inside out this piece. Make sure you iron this. Take this corner out and iron the whole thing. So the opening space is right in the center. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna fold it in half. The center line right here, and from the center line I'm going to mark 2 inches from the to the left and 2 inches from the right. So mark it here, 2 inches, and then 2 inches here. So I'm gonna go from the 2 inches here, I'm gonna fold it down just like this. And while you have this, you're gonna check in here, it's an inch and a half. An inch and a half. There you go. And so now I'm going to hold it in right here from the center all the way down. You're going to go and sew that. You want to make sure you can pin this down while you go and sew in this line. Yeah, I'm using the black thread. And then I'm going to go in here. Going down. And don't worry about whatever color you use for the thread. Okay, and then I'm going to see this center line go all the way, and I'm doing the baiting stitch. And now I'm gonna pull. When you pull, you should have something like this. And then you're going to wrap this around. You see both sides are even. So cute. And I'm going to sew it here. And then after that, you're gonna make sure it's even. The two pointy here, that even. If not, just slightly pull it down a little bit so it will be even. Now, I have this one right here, the clip. Take this out so we can do it easier. And so whatever you decide, whatever side you want it to be, you have to decide by now, because when you have it on here, that is the end of it. I'm using this side for the front. I'm gonna add the little glue here right in the center, and then I'm going to face this side down to here right in the center, and then move this down to the back. But make sure you don't pull too much, because you're going to like this. Make sure the bow stay up like this. How cute is this? Perfect bow. And then here too. Make sure this too pointy. It even pull this down, okay? And now I'm going to add this one. And then I'm gonna place this here, right in the center of this. Hold on. I'm gonna go like here. Put this side down. When you put it down, you pull at the same time, okay? And then on the top here. Bring this side over and touch in that glue. And you're done with the hair bow. And you put this back. Oh, just so you know, if you have a thick hair, you can take this out. You don't need to use this. If you have thin hair, put this back. Put this back. Now you're done with this first one. So move on to the second bow. I have cut in here 6.5 inches circle, and at the outside I trace around 1/4 of an inch. That my seam allowance. And so when you follow that line around and you sew, but you're going to leave about 1.5 or 2 inches. So sew it around and leave the space open so you can inside out. I have the square. I have cut 2 square here, and the side is that the 5 inches square. Go and sew, but leave about 1.5 inches open. You don't need the big side. So this is 2 fabric square, right side facing together, and the side is 5 inches square. You going to sew, but you going, let me just mark about 2 inches here. 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. So this go around, go to here, go down, go this way. Leave this 2 inches open so you can inside out. I have cut in here 1 inch by 3, and I fold 1/4 of an inch on the 2 ends, just like the first one, but this one I cut it only 1 inch wide, and I fold it. Remember the right side facing out, and so you're going to sew the top you saw about 1/8 of an inseam allowance, so that's straight line. So everyone, after I sew these three, with this little thing, I like to use the chopstick and go into the inside here. So from here I can press and iron. Press the side. I sew very little because there's no point to leave the big sew line. Okay, seam allowance can be less than 1/4 of an inch as long as you can sew it. And now take the chopstick out and then you iron this. Because it's small, so I use chopstick, but if it's big, you can use a pencil. And then on this one, do exactly the same like the other one, everyone. Just cut the corners and then at the opening space, you can just fold it before you inside out, so that way everything will stay there for you. Inside out, iron the whole thing. And on this one, the circle, you can go and do this cut like this, or if you have a pinking shear, you use that. No need to buy, but just walk around whatever you have. This workout is good too, so there's no need to buy a pinking shear. So for this square, there's an opening right here. I'm gonna go and do blind stitch and sew on this if you want to, but I don't think you need to. If you want to, you can top stitch all the side from the circle side and then this square, but it won't look good though, I don't think so. But it's all up to you. If you want to top stitch all 4 sides here, you do that. I'm gonna do blind stitch, so I slide the needle on one side, the opening space right here, and then go to the other side and slide the on the fold. Slide the needle on the fold and do that until you sew on this all the way to opening space. Don't do too far because it doesn't look good. Okay, just like that. Sew this and then come back. I'll show you what to do. So on the opening space in the circle, I'm gonna fold it right in the center, and you go on to mark the line, and so the center line right there, and then the square you go on to fold in this way, and also you mark the center. So I'm using the bathing stitch, and I'm going from one corners to the other corners. Now I keep the thread still there, and I'm going to the circle, and I'm going to do the same way, bathing stitch, and doing the on the line all the way. Now I finished the second one that looked just like a butterfly. And the third one I have cut the donut fabric. And the size of this fabric I cut it 4 inches wide by 8 inches long. And I fold it in half. On the right side I mark in half an inch in. And then on the left, same thing, half an inch and then connect on that pointy. Now you go and sew it up and then go in the center, leave about an inch and a half, sew it down. And this one I have it here, it's 4.5 inches by 5.5 inches. You go into sew and leave about an inch and a half in the center. So sew on the side, going up, go in there, leave it 2 inches open and go on the side, go down. Here I have cut 1 inch by 3 inches and I fold the ends a quarter of an inch and you do exactly like the other two. Fold it in half for this one because it's small, so you can do 1/8 and then seam allowance or less. Sewing that. After I sew it, I use you can use a straw to do this, to go right into the inside, and then you go into press. You can cut bigger if you want to, not bigger but wider. So after that, you're gonna press and then you iron it. So let's put this on the side and we're going to trim these two pieces. So after you trim around those two pieces, you're going to press on the opening space and then you go into inside out, get the corners out, and then you iron these two pieces. So let's just fold the small pieces in half. And so the opening is there, and then on this one too. Press right in the center. And with the small one is the bow, and the longest one is the arrow. So you're going to do bait instead. This is super simple, and it's easy to earn money, especially in the summer when you make hair bow, hair clip, or hair tie. You sell very quickly all those things. And the long one, that the arrow, you're going to do the same way. So bait instead, don't do it too far apart. You want to be nice and ruffle right in the middle. And then after that, you put into two together. This is super simple and it's easy to do. Beginner can watch this video and to earn money. So let me know which one you like best, and try to make this for your grandkid, or you can do this for yourself and also to sell too. This is very easy to earn an extra cash with your fabric scrap, or even if you buy a little fabric at the Dollar Tree, you can be able to make a few of these. So very simple. Everyone watching this be able to make and to earn money. This is super cute, and I wish I have girl, but every time I say that and the boys say, "Yay, it's not too bad to have boy," and I say, I know, I agree. It's less work when I have boys though. But anyway, and that's it. Those three bows that very cute and it's simple. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for all of you that support my channel. Every time I upload the video, you watch and you stay to the end. That's helped me a lot. And also, I just want to say thank you to the channel member. With the membership money, I can buy material for the future video. Love you. Stay safe. Take care, everyone.